Okay, welcome to me, Paul Fay, and welcome to this special edition of Across the Boards from Fast Action Cards Sports Desk in Cyprus. And today I'm going to be bringing you a look at how to create a project from scratch using my HQ app. Now, when you receive it, you will receive it in this state, and you can everything's editable, so you'll be able to um, change the name of the league. You'll be able to change the logo. I'll show you those two things first. Change name, so we'll call it Across the Boards Test. And we'll edit. You can change the season name, so 1978 HMB or whatever you want to call it. You can change the league logo. You have to go online and find a hosted site, but you can change, just paste the address there. It's very easy. If you don't know, you can edit the division names to whatever you want. You can edit your award names. You can do whatever you want. There's so many things on there, but I'm not going to. Oh, and you can also edit the teams. So at the moment we've got A's and B's. Let's say we wanted to call them Denver Hitters, and they played. Let's say they played in red and green. Save colors. We go back now, you'll see that the Denver Hitters are there and they've got their colors. You could, on the same screen, we could have entered the manager's name, stadium name, and a full season summary. You can show what they did in the past or what they're doing now. But that's not what I wanted to show you, is how to set up a league from scratch. You can do it the long way, so you could add a new player at any time like this, or that's if you have missed out a player or you need to edit one, you can do that. Or we could add expansion teams. You can create a new league completely. That'll overwrite your current league, so make sure you save whatever you've got. You can paste in bulk there. So let's say for Denver, they've got no players at the moment. Let's say their first player is Babe Ruth. And let's say he's an outfielder. And we add players to the team. And it'll tell you at the bottom that you've successfully added one. So if we go down, it probably needs refreshing first. Oh, it's there. And it'll automatically assign the code. If you have any duplicate names, so if we added another player and sorry, yep, let's say we can add it this way. Let's say we add to the Denver. Now that would have to give him the ID. If you do it this way, it adds it automatically. Let's say to Denver we added Babe Ruth again. Or let's say he was playing for Team B. Let's say in this case he was a second baseman. Doesn't matter what you put here, really, it'll record it. Second baseman, and he's been added. And Team B, there he is. But this time it's given him a different. So that's 25 Ruth BA1. And if we go back to Denver, 25 Ruth BA. So it gives him a unique ID. And that's one way of doing it. So you can do everything manually. Or if you add an expansion team later to your league, You can do that, or you can go to Commissioner Tools and you can add a new league from CSV. Well, how do I get that CSV? You can do that manually. If you look at export options, you can roster ratings. If you go to this one, this will give you the headings that you need. So that's what you need, but you don't have to fill them all out. You can, as long as it's got these first 4 positions. Don't even think it needs position. Yeah, it's got to have position for the pictures. So as long as it's got these first 4 completed, the others don't matter. But you could put in there any ratings you wanted. So you can put History Maker Baseball or Strat or status, whatever you wanted to put it in there. You can put in, but the headings must remain the same because that's your template. Okay, but I'm going to show you now how to create one automatically, and it's the quickest way if you're running a lot of projects. Oh, by the way, it changed the division there. We could try adding an expansion team, couldn't we? Let's try adding an expansion team. Let's say the Montreal Expos came to, and it has to be the same name as you've got there. So in this case, we've got the actual profits division. And let's say we had Toronto Blue Jays Sears division. Add new teams. Okay. And you'll see it's added the Expos there, and it's added the Blue Jays. Okay. So let's go now. Let's leave this now, and we're going to go for a live test to Pocket Pennant Run. And the new version that's coming up sometime next week will be even more seamless than this. But this is pretty seamless. Let's say we're creating, I don't know, let's pick a random year. What should we say? I know, year I was born, 58. Let's create just 4 teams from 58. So add a team from the databases. Who should we pick? 1958. Let's pick the, well, obviously we'll pick the Cubs. Add team from the databases. Okay. Who else shall we add? Add a team from the databases. 1958. Let's pick the Dodgers, and they'll be the 2 teams in profits, or whatever you choose to name that division. 1958. Once these are in your custom teams, you can play your games automatically. You don't need to do anything else. They'll always be in Pocket Pennant Run to play a game automatically, but we're not going to go through that at the moment. We're going to go add the Boston Red Sox, and we shall add the New York Yankees. Add the team. Okay, now you could load a team and edit their division at this stage. So there's the 4 teams we added. So we go to the Cubs. So what we're going to do now is we need to, you could edit that team. You could go there and you can put the division name in. So we put profits in and save. We're not overwriting anything else, so just no. We do that for, we can do that for each team. Put them in whatever you want. And edit manager and profits, save, no. What's the Red Sox? You don't have to do this bit. You can just leave it and add it in your CSV if you want. It's just once it's in here, it'll always appear when you play them. And the other team is the Yankees. Let's just add them. Okay. Edit, Sears, save. Don't want to change anything else. Okay. Right, now we go to, let's call this across the boards test. And we pick the teams that are in our project. You can see these are all my custom teams that are already saved. So we'll pick these 4 teams. And what we want to do at this point is create a CSV export to the HQ, because that's what it'll do. And that was created successfully. So we finished in Pocket Pennant Run now. For the time being, it's served its purpose there. What we need to do is go into the file, find it, game sheets, date modified. Sorry, I've got a lot here. What did I call it? I've got what I called. What did I call it? Oh, across the board, did I? ATB. There it is. Let's open it. And you'll see it's put all that information in automatically. And it's got the division, it's got the name of the team. You can edit the team if you want specific teams. It's got all of the unique player IDs. It's got the Pocket Pennant Run ratings automatically. Again, as I've told you, you can edit those now. You can edit them in the game. You can edit a player at any time. But that's all you need to do. So let's save this somewhere accessible so I can find it again. Let's save it in my tests. Let's put it in here for now. Rosters, ATB test. Okay. Now at this point, if you've got any Spanish names or any other accents, do not save as CSV at this point. Save it as CSV UTF-8. If you used to use an Excel, you'll know that this handles accents, and you're telling you're telling it to save it in that format. So just press save there, and that's all the work we need to do on that score. So to create our league, we simply go back to our HQ app, and we're going to, you can reset to factory reset. Some people like to start clean, but you don't have to. You just have to click create new league from CSV. We're going to go into PPR again, where we just saved that roster, and there's our ATB test, and it'll say this will replace your league data. Okay, we'll call it ATB test live. Okay, and that's loaded. And if we go to our rosters now, you'll see it's automatically set up those divisions for you. And if you want to look at the players, there's the Red Sox players. If you want to look at the players card, there he is with his ratings. If you want, well, once you're playing games, you'll be able to look at what games he's played. I'll show you a sample of that in a minute. So, okay, so we've got big deal. We've got a division. We haven't got a schedule. Okay. So the next part of your package will be the scheduler. Let me bring that across. So this is what you need. It will come like this, and the default on this version is it will put teams in every other week, every other round. So you'll play one round at home, one on the road. You can manually edit it afterwards, or if you want something else, you can ask me for, and I'll produce one that does either. But at the moment, this is where it is. So we need, now the important thing here is you don't need to put capitals or anything, just put the last name of the nickname. So Cubs, Dodgers, that's all you need. And in Sears, it's Sox and Yankees. Incidentally, if there's two Sox in it, like White Sox and Red Sox, you do need to edit your team name just for the purposes of importing your schedules, and call them Sox B for Boston and Sox C, and then make sure your schedule import does exactly the same. And then you can edit the team afterwards and call them the correct names once the schedule's uploaded. That's a minor bug. Then you decide how many games you're playing. There's only 2 teams, so how many series are we going to play? Let's say the 3-game series. We're going to play 27 games. No interdivision. We'll just generate a ballot schedule at this stage. When do you want it to start? We want it to start, let's say the 1st of January 26. Set start date. You can adjust all of these dates. If you change the first one in a round, it'll change the others. But again, you can go in. And what you do, you go to the bottom and it'll tell you whether that's a ballot schedule. Well, because we put 9, we know straight away that that's not a ballot schedule, don't we? So we go back to the top. Let's just copy these in case when it resets, it deletes this. So we're going to reset the schedule. It has defaults to that. So we'll paste that back in. And let's say we're going to play 2-game, let's say 4-game series. And we're going to play 8. So 32. And we're going to generate the schedule again. Okay, so 16 home, 16 on the road. And we can scroll down to the bottom And you'll see this time, because we've used even number, we've got a balanced schedule. Some people like unbalanced schedule. That's up to you. Okay, and to export the schedule, you just click export. And that's in there. Go back to here, and all we have to do at this stage is upload full schedule. Well, because I've just done it, it's in downloads, we'll just go to that. Schedule uploaded and merged successfully. And you'll see that we've got every game. That's the next 6 upcoming. And there's every game that we just put in. Obviously, there's no scouting yet, so because it's comparing stats as you go along, but that will give you an updated. You can enter the games express, or you can enter them full. Again, that will be covered in another program. I'm going to show you my postseason league live, and I'll show you. I'll probably show you. Well, yeah, I'll show you my live version, because although it needs it's a couple of updates behind, then let me move this off. So we've only got this one tab. Back to your way. Okay, right. This is my live version with up-to-date games played, and you'll see if I scout now, it gives you an update of what games. I won't go into the commissioner here because it's going to ask me to sign in. But what you do, you can click on any game, it'll give you the box score. You can click on the head-to-head history of any teams. Let's pick the Braves and the Phillies. And you can see how they did and all the games they played. The Phillies beat the Braves in 5. You can compare teams, you can look at schedule reports. So you can go to all, and it'll tell you the whole schedule that's been played so far. If you go to a box score, it'll tell you who was the players of the game, and it'll show you the awards. If you go to the newspaper, it gives you this. These are all going to be covered in the manual, which I'm doing at the moment. You can have a custom group. Let's say you're playing, let's say we've got the Braves and who's had quite a few games. Let's say the Braves and the Brewers are playing. It will give you in this format, so you can compare and you can sort every column. Okay, and you can even go in and edit. You can edit the schedule, add what you want. It gives you a snapshot down here, particularly useful for mobiles, and you can look per division. So the next thing you'll be receiving as well within the zip. I should say that by the way, box scores, you can score on iScore or you can score on Digital Diamond Baseball. This app will accept it'll accept a CSV from iScore. You'll get a converter with it. I might as well show you that. Converter, I'll just show you that. Because the iScore ones come up in 4, all you have to do is put your game ID, put the 2 teams and the game ID, the team IDs here, and as the team ID, as I said, is just the last name of their nickname, and then you choose the 4 files that iScore emailed you, and just press convert, and it'll do that automatically and convert it into an HQ game importer that you can just paste. But for a digital diamond baseball, you can just paste the raw export direct into this, and it'll update. If you're multi-game engine and you want to, because I play some on DDB, I play Status Pro Advanced on there, so the next thing I want to show you is the Encyclopedia. So if you click on here, this is my live version. Yours will have to be in the same folder to do this. So that will come with this. And let's go back to, I'll tell you what, we'll go back to my local one, so I haven't got to log in. Let's load season data from one of my, is a recent save. So that's loaded. Okay, might be a couple behind here or something. Last 6. I don't know, I'm up to date. Okay, so then what you do, you save the season data, and you can name it whatever you want. We'll just save it. That's just telling you to sort your standings before you save. Because if it was a season end, wherever you've locked this in. So I sort on points, but obviously most of you sort on wins. But I sort on points. So it will just ask you to double check when you save, press OK, and that's saved. Okay, if we go to the back to the schedule, to the encyclopedia now, we can drag or drop or choose the encyclopedia we've just saved, which is there. Sorry, the season we've just saved. We just click that, and you'll see it's added it there. So you could add as many as you want. You could add hundreds or 1 or 2. This is just part way through the season, so obviously it's only giving us a snapshot of the league at the moment. Build encyclopedia, and there you've got I just realized that's an old version of the encyclopedia, but because there's something missing. There's actually 6 categories for all of them, but you can scale it. Let me just go and see what's wrong with the encyclopedia. Let's just check that that's should have 6 categories. There we go. That's better. Forgotten to transfer that across. So you see, this is what it'll look like when you get your encyclopedia, and you can click on any player and it'll give you your player card, and it'll give you their ratings. Pictures are not right in this one for Pocket Paint Run because I was just testing it. You can drill down even further and go into all the years that Nick Castellanos played, and it'll give you that. That's just for specific for that season. And the same, and it's got additional, so it's got games, 12 and at-bats underneath. And it is all scrollable and scalable. Batting average, home runs, runs batted in, stolen bases underneath, it'll have caught stealing. If there's anything extra, 9 runs, 4 walks, 17 hits, 5 doubles, no triples. But if you go to this, it's got more data. and we will add more data as we go on anyway. And everything again is editable, so you go to settings, you can change the color, primary color. Let's say we want green and blue, and then we save the changes. Green, I can't remember where the blue is. Oh, I see the blue here. I don't like that color. Let's go back to the red. Looks quite good. And the next thing is you can set your qualifiers in settings as well. Forgot that. There we go. If however many you want before they show up. We've got player registry, and these are all sortable. You can search. Who should we search for? Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber. He's batted 214 in this season. Don't know why it's got his ERA there, but this has only been, it'll still be a work in progress. This shows you the Phillies, his performance for the Phillies this season. He's played in 12 games. Although the Phillies are the league champions 24, he didn't contribute much in the postseason, that much anyway. So that's the player registry. Clear this. Franchise history. This will give you all the teams. So if we look at the Phillies, their best place finish was second. And that's because they're second in that one, see? That's the snapshot. Okay, who else have played? I know, the Indians. There they are in second. Brewers, should say third for them. There we go. And you can click on this and see the whole roster. Okay, special achievements. Obviously, we haven't got any yet, but that's the way we are at the moment. And if you can save that, so you can save that Encyclopedia file at any time. Save changes, you can reset, and you're back to square one. You want to keep various encyclopedias going. Encyclopedia reloaded. You can do what you want with this. I hope you find it useful. And to be honest, that's all I'm going to show you today. And I hope you like what you've seen. And if you're interested, there will be a Facebook page, but at the moment, the only way to get this is going to be by sending me a Facebook direct message, and you will receive it amongst the first batch. And it will be available with Pocket Pen and Run downloads as well as a free add-on. It'll always be free. You'll get, if you're on the group or in the Facebook group, you will get unlimited updates. And there'll be a manual that may be out this week. It may be a bit longer. Got a lot going on at home, so it's not definite. I hope you enjoyed that. That's it for this short episode of Across the Boards. I'll be back on Sunday with more baseball. Let me know, comments, messaging exactly what you think about it. If you want it, remember though, like, subscribe, hit that reminder button, and send me that direct message. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take control of your league with Baseball Commissioner HQ. Draft players, track stats, and manage everything seamlessly on your phone. Best of all, it's completely free to use.